little bit under the weather today, but I wasn't going to let that stop our math class. So I made this video so that your substitute can help you learn about one of my favorite subjects, telling time. Good luck. So here we have what is called an analog clock. Everyone say it with me, analog clock. As you can see, the clock has two hands, a short hand and a long hand. The short hand tells us what hour it is. The long hand tells us how many minutes past the hour it is. As you may notice, the numbers on the clock only go up to 12, but we know that there are 24 hours in a day. That is because time goes from 1 to 12 and starts over at 1 again. Each of these numbers represents 5 minutes. To count minutes on a clock, we count by fives. Everyone count along with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. You may think that this 12 equals 60, but it's actually 0. The 12 shows us that exactly a new hour has begun. From what we've learned about the long hand being on the 12, meaning 0, we can tell what hour this is. Our hour hand is pointing at the 3, and our minute hand is pointing at the 12. That means it's exactly 3 o'clock. Let's use what we've learned to practice telling time together. Looking at this clock, we can see our shorter hour hand is pointing at 5, and our longer minute hand is pointing at 7. So let's count the minutes together to figure out what time it is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Looking at this clock, we can tell that it's 5:35. Let's practice telling a little time together. Looking at this clock, we see that our hour hand is pointing to the 6, and our minute hand is pointing to the 5. Let's count how many minutes past 6 that is together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Using this, we know that it is 6:25. Okay, let's practice another one. We can see that our short hour hand is pointing at the 10, and our long minute hand is pointing at the 3. Let's count how many minutes past 10 that is together. 5, 10, 15. Looking at this clock, we know that it is 10:15. Last one together, and then you'll practice a few on your own. Looking at our short hour hand, we can see that it's pointing at the 12, and our long minute hand is pointing at the 5. Let's count how many minutes past 5 that is together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Looking at this clock, we can see that it is 12:25. Now some of you might get confused and think that this means that it's 5 o'clock. But remember, if it were 5 o'clock, the long hand would be pointing at the 12 because it tells our minutes. In this instance, the short hand is pointing at the 12. Now it's your turn to practice on your own. I'll give you a few seconds to figure out what time it is, and then we'll reveal the answer together. Okay, does everyone have their answer? It's 9:30. Did everyone get that correct? Good. Okay, this is the last one that we're going to practice together because you guys will be practicing time in your math center today. Look at it and I'll give you a few minutes to get your answer. Does everyone have their answer right? If you guessed 2:55, then you are correct. You guys are doing a great job. You guys did a great job listening to my video about time today. I'm so glad that even though I didn't get to be there today, I was able to teach you guys about telling time on an analog clock, and we'll practice this more tomorrow when I'm back in class. Have a great day.